friends, welcome back to Authentically Blonde. I'm Lexi.
I'm Casey, and today we kind of wanted to talk about in this video the idea of you not being alone in the struggles you're going through. We know that the phrase "you are not alone" is one of the most overused and honestly frustrating ideas when it comes to mental health, and when you're going through a hard time, it's really irritating to hear someone say, "Oh, don't worry, you're not alone, like you're not alone." That's annoying. I know, like, thanks, okay.
What does that even mean?
But today we just really wanted to talk about what that means and the significance that that actually has.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna start out by just talking about the vast amount of people who actually deal with a mental health illness or struggle or anything like that. So it's crazy to think about the fact that 1 in 4 people in the entire world goes through some sort of mental struggle. So that's literally billions of people.
Yeah, that's billions of people are experiencing something along the lines of what you might be experiencing.
Yeah, and of course no two people's situations are the exact same, but knowing that people are going through similar things to you, at least I find comforting in knowing that, I mean, misery loves company, right?
Yeah. Knowing that you're not alone. More people than you are miserable.
It's not just you.
It's not just you. It's not just me.
It's all of us.
It's all of us.
Alright, so I think the other crazy thing is that there's who struggle as well. So, I mean, the list is super long, but to name some: Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato,
Kendall Jenner. Hi. Okay.
Shawn Mendes,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Michael Phelps and Beyonce, king and queen.
Literally.
Alright. I feel like it kind of comes from everyone just setting super high expectations for themselves. Celebrities, they're like, have eyes on them all the time. I don't know, for us it's just the everyday things that we feel like we have to do, or the list of you shoulds that society has set for us. So you should get a job right after you graduate, you should be successful right off the bat, you should be wealthy, you should be this, that, and the other, and it's who's saying that?
Who's setting the standard, and I'd like to talk. For example, Lexi and I, or I guess not Lexi anymore, but I go to a small university, and
literally
everyone gets engaged their senior year or even their junior year, and so it's kind of like the standard of you should be engaged, ready to get married by the time you're 21, and I'm sitting here like, okay, not there yet. And that's okay. And it's just one of those you shoulds that's in our society, or one that I have a very hard time with is you should not show your emotions or get emotional in public. My friends that know me and are watching this, and Lexi knows this very well, I get very emotional. I cry at literally everything. I'm getting teary-eyed right now thinking about it's literally so ridiculous. So that sort of thing, that's just one example of a you should that I suck at.
Also, I feel like a lot of times we feel like we need to deal with everything on our own. It's like one of the scariest things to ask for help, but I also think that it could be like one of the bravest things you could ever do. So, but I think that our struggles are actually a reminder of our bravery and our determination. The fact that like me and Casey can sit here and talk to you guys about things that we've been through and kind of crappy things. I think it's okay to compliment ourselves and say, wow, we can do hard things, and
we've come a long way.
We've had to ask for help, and scary, but gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and I think one of those things that makes it so hard, or plays into the situation making it hard, is the idea that I am the only one going through whatever. I know for years and years and years I struggled with feeling like I am
the only person
in the whole world that is compared to their siblings. I have 2 brothers who I've said before, and I'll say it again, are amazing at everything they do, and I love them so much, and they're my best friends, but growing up I've always felt like there was this comparison, and I honestly felt like I was the only person in the world being compared to their siblings, or at least feeling that pressure. And since I've opened up and talked about it, I realize first of all, it's kind of ridiculous to think that for me to think that I'm the only person ever to feel compared to their siblings. If you think about that and think about all the people in the world. Anyways, but then I opened up and started talking to Lexi, and she feels or has felt the same way in the past, and I think the idea of you feeling like you're the only one is one thing that just makes you feel more isolated and pulled away from different situations and not wanting to speak up. But again, you are not alone. There are more people in this world that are feeling the way you feel that you might not know about.
I think another thing that goes along with this is feeling like sometimes I feel like I'm not being understood in the way that I'm feeling. Like when I go to counseling or when I'm talking to my mom, they're like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I have like this weird vibe.
I don't
know how
know.
to explain it to you, but it's something's off. And they're like,
the energies aren't right.
like they're like, gotta give me more. Like, come on. So I think it's just like, for me, it's hard to articulate exactly how I'm feeling or put into words how I'm feeling. But the fact that I can like talk about it, or that anybody can talk about it, even if it's to someone who cannot relate, the fact that you've already told somebody means that they're in the situation with you now. You're not alone. Are you sick of us yet? But yeah, I mean, I found like great peace in talking about my struggles, and obviously we encourage you guys to talk about what you're going through to a trusted adult, a friend, a counselor.
Obviously,
Me and Casey are not counselors, but if you feel like you want to reach out to us and share something that you've been through, we would really be open to talking with you about it and how maybe we've coped with similar things.
And as we wrap up this video, we really just want to emphasize that things will get better if you're going through something that's hard. I know that's another saying, just like the "you are not alone," that is really frustrating to hear if you're in the middle of something hard. Hearing, just give it time, things will get better, is not necessarily what you want to hear, but I think it's really important to understand that the situation you're in will not last forever. Now, we're not trying to downplay if you're feeling something that's super heavy or super intense, because then we would super encourage you to go seek help, because that's really important. But again, we just wanted to say that things will get better as time moves on, as you get space from the situation, as you grow, as you talk about it. The air will start to clear up and you'll feel a lot better about the situation you're in.
So me and Casey were talking, and I think we just agreed upon some advice to our younger selves. So I think that if I could go back in time and talk to my younger self, I'd be like, hey,
What's up?
I don't know, I'd tell myself that the sooner you get over the fact that you're scared to tell someone, the sooner everything is going to click and it's gonna get better and you're gonna get help, and
You'll know that you're not alone.
you will not be alone.
And that seems like kind of harsh love, like you just have to get over it and start talking to someone. Sounds kind of savage and a little crazy, but that's honestly a
huge.
first step in the right direction.
Yeah. You're not alone!
You're not alone! You have us. And other people too. So if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and make sure to subscribe. See you next time.